passionate about horses because they offer something to us that people can't offer to us. They're kind of like a therapist that never speaks. They can help you work through a difficult situation just by being there and being a comforter and being a friend and someone to just talk to, and they can listen without having to say anything back. Even if you've been in the business for years, there's always something new to learn. So I really appreciate that about horses. It's never the same old, sit at a desk and type on your computer kind of job. It's always something new. When my interest for horses first started to develop, I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and we went to a home church that was at a ranch. They had horses out in their stalls, and I would always, first thing after church, I would run down to the barn and I would go and play with the horses. And my father told me that I was in a stall one time with a horse, and I was in there petting it, and apparently I taught it how to lower its head down to me so that I could pet it and then raise its head back up and then lower it back down. I just remember every time I went to that barn, I would just couldn't wait for church to get out so I could go spend some time with horses before we had to leave. I broke my first horse whenever I was 12 years old after watching a lot of Clinton Anderson and Stacy Westfall videos, and I really got inspired. After I broke that horse, it kind of started an avalanche of other horses that I started coming in contact with, and someone who needed help with the horse, and I started helping them solve problems and getting their young horses ready to be ridden, and I kind of got a knack for it, and once I started, I couldn't stop. But the more I work with the different horses, the more it's unique to see what each horse has a gift with doing, whether it's liberty or whether it's Roman riding or trick riding or barrel racing. It's interesting to see how every horse can grow and become an active team member. Once I found out I was pregnant, I started thinking about my career and what I wanted to do with work. At the time, I was working a job where I would have to put my child into daycare. I knew I didn't want to do that. I knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom with her. So just started praying. I'm like, okay, Lord, if you want me to be in horses, I know this is the passion that you've given me. Just let the doors open and I will go for it. If not, just close the doors and I will walk away and I won't look back. About a week after praying that, I found this barn that was available, and I started just thinking about it. And I talked to my husband about it, and we were like, no, we're crazy for that. We're pregnant. We need to start planning for that. This is crazy to try to open up a business from the ground up. So the doors started to open up for us, and everything started to fall into place. And then before we know it, we were opening Creekside Stables June 10th, 2016. I don't have to sit at a desk while my daughter's at daycare. I can be here with her as well as be working with my passion. If you're passionate about horses like me, I encourage you to come to Creekside Stables and let me help you become an excellent rider.